It has been 48 hours.
Who was the last person you texted and what did you say?
You're adopted. Don't ever text me again.
How many times is an acceptable amount to press the button when you're crossing the road?
About 30.
And if you've just recently joined the Spice Girls, what's your Spice name?
Dizzle.
You know I'm such a fool for you.
And then there were two. Werribee and Southport have seen off the challenges to survive and progress to VFL Grand Final Day. Established as a VFA team in 1965, the Werribee Tigers have spent the past 30 years striving to replicate the glory of their one and only premiership in 1993. Meanwhile, the Southport Sharks have made it to Grand Final Day from 5th, running the gauntlet of 3 consecutive cutthroat finals to arrive at Icon Park battle-hardened and full of belief.
Most good luck, absolutely. That won't be coming off for the rest of the finals. Be keeping that there for sure.
Like Werribee, the Sharks have also been driven by redemption after falling short on Grand Final Day 2 years ago.
No one really remembers the losers from the grand finals, so certainly still got that now in our back pocket.
It was a rare failure for a club steeped in success, with 21 senior men's premierships in their 63-year existence. Now they go hunting their first VFL flag. For one of these teams, sweet redemption is just 4 quarters away. For the other, the pain of past defeat will be amplified. It's the 2024 VFL Grand Final. Werribee versus Southport, live from Icon Park on 7 VFL Finals Footy.
Today is Tuesday. Yesterday being Monday, we moved house, pretty much the whole thing. I dropped a load off in the morning, went and helped, picked up a fridge. I then from there drove to Brisbane. Had about 2 hours-ish shooting some content, then straight back home to move everything. Make sure basically everything got into the house. Just so we were out of the other one, the cleaners could do their thing, and then we could start setting up, rearranging, do all that sort of stuff. And then first thing this morning, 6:30 a.m, I haven't been home since then. We have been on the road shooting content. I'm doing a little bit of work for a guy named Alan who does a lot of construction, landscaping sort of stuff. So it is now 1:11, Make-A-Wish. About to go meet up with Alan and then we're straight into football training. So Tuesday's a busy day, Wednesday's a busy day. Things don't calm down to about Friday-ish, which I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing to sort of keep my mind off the grand final, because honestly, I haven't even thought about the grand final yet. Eating on the road just absolutely sucks. We've got a Coles mixed salad thing and some pork. I had a protein bar and protein shake before, but it's just not it. Hello. Oh my gosh. Hello, you baby. Hello, Rocky. Rocky, you're so tiny. Another morning spent shooting. It is just past 10 o'clock. We've done over 5,000 steps, walking around, getting some shots for a couple different people, and I am starving. We've got some of Tori's new famous chicken cucumber salad that she likes making, so.
We ran out of oat milk, so we're going to try a long black and see how we go.
It's actually not too bad.
People in therapy are often there to deal with people in their lives who won't go to therapy.
What is that? It's a cockroach. You killed the poor thing. It's about the first day of the week that I feel like I get to breathe a little bit and take the morning a little bit slower, so I decided to sleep in. Feeling a little bit under the weather, just last couple days, throat, nose, so trying to load up on the sleep when I can. Also down a little bit of weight, so going to get some food in now, and this sun is just...
You're never here when my tears dry.
You're gonna slay this one down my queens out there.
I'd love to know your Southport starting.
Depending on how long you've been watching my videos for, about the end of last year or the start of this year, I created my 2024 goal. I only had 3 of them, and one of them was I want to be in the VFL Team of the Year. Now this week they announced the VFL Team of the Year and I wasn't in it. That comes down to a few reasons. Number one, I had a very interrupted pre-season, which is not normally like me, not due to injury, but due to illness.
From February 1st, for the next 2 weeks, I've been stuck in this bed, waking up in pools of sweat, shivering at the same time, waking up all hours of the night with headaches, feeling of throwing up, coughing, leaving me with no energy, not being able to work, train, or even walk down my own stairs.
That meant I couldn't give myself the best opportunity to play the position that I wanted to play. And then you also look at the team and you go, okay, he didn't really play wing all year. He didn't really play on the wing all year. They throw people in different positions to make the top 25 or whatever team it is. Now, I don't want to make excuses because I don't think I had a good enough year to be in the VFL team of the year, because I think it's very numbers driven, and I probably would have needed to average at least over 20 disposals a game, and probably the amount of goals I kicked was on track. But it just goes to show that not everything you set out to do, you're going to achieve for the meantime anyway. So it'll be definitely something that I want to try and achieve next year as well. But hey, we got bigger fish to fry. I'd rather a grand final any day.
Weird, like I think the moon just followed me home. The new local, Ziggy baby.
You don't need a ding, mate.
You had a nice day on the Gold Coast and parking's a nightmare. I didn't think I was going to get my prelim final vlog done, but we got it done. Now it is time to get stuck into some dinner.
Arizona, and then we'll get
Good boy, that's better.
Good boy, baby.
Packed up and ready to go. It's getting very, very real and exciting now. Last night and the night before, you just start to think about it a little bit more, and you feel those nerves and excitement come. I'm so ready. It's going to be an awesome day tomorrow. But first, we got to ask the boys some questions.
Big shout out to the Queens out there again. I know you're watching from last week, so thanks for that.
Who was the last person you texted, and what did you say?
Because my mum's in town, so I said, morning, mum. And she said, you're adopted. Don't ever text me again. She's blocked my number. She's blocked my number. My mum, my own mum. Yeah, just clip farming for the people. Shout out.
I said, do you need me to get you in? I'm currently dropping the kids off.
All good, I'm in.
In regards to the lounge?
Yeah, trying to get into the lounge.
Eddie. Yeah, true. Probably not, eh?
What was that about?
We had enough time to go for a swim this morning.
No, Corey Casey. I said, in Melbourne, fly out today.
That's fair enough.
Checks out. How many times is an acceptable amount to press the button when you're crossing the road?
5 or 6.
5 or 6?
Yeah.
And what if someone else
Minimum.
comes? Minimum?
Yeah, minimum.
So there could be more?
Yeah. Just a little tap until it goes green. It does work, it goes quick.
About 30.
30?
100%.
So the more you do it, the quicker it goes.
Yeah, 100%.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Well, you got to give at least 10 quick ones, don't you?
I reckon until your urge stops, like Speedy said. Just
Oh, he
reasonable.
doesn't even touch it. Bowie goes like, oh, germs. 3.
3?
Yeah.
That's it. No more.
Yeah,
than that.
1, 2, 3 straight away, and that's it.
And what if someone comes up that hasn't seen you press it and they go and press it? What are your thoughts on that?
No, that's play on.
Play on?
Yeah.
And if you've just recently joined the Spice Girls, what's your Spice name?
Dizzle.
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 What is that?
Just a nickname back home a few of my mates gave me when I was younger.
So your Spice Dizzle.
Yeah.
Hot spice.
Hot Spice?
Hot and spicy.
Sexy Spice.
Skinny Spice. Sorry.
Oh, no idea. Lucky Spice.
Welcome back to Goose and Des chat. Oh, I can't say that. Take two. Welcome back to Goose and Des. Actually, we'll call it roaming. Clip. I'm gonna cut to the next clip, Jacko. Welcome to the lounge with Goose and Des. All right, we're just gonna ask you blokes a few questions and just get some raw reactions for everyone at home. Hang on, here we go.
So Riley, right? This is Riley, bro. He's currently on a call to no one. He's faking it. Let's just listen into the call. Yeah. We're gonna catch up tonight. Nah, we're gonna find out tonight.
Sexton. We got Nick Williams. Hey, I'm gonna need you so I can get through things. Appreciate it. Thanks. Oh yeah, sweet.
Right, so you got Chuka Malloy here. Is that your brekkie there, Chuka?
Nah, that's not me.
What do we got going on over here, Dick?
We've got a quiz here. So Jepson has like some sort of application on his phone that there's a quiz here with 50 questions on it, and we try to get as many right as we can. We're actually struggling a little bit today.
I got a question for Dicko. Rumours were you were best on last week with the quiz.
No, I was pretty strong last week in it. This week again, I'm struggling to be honest, but we'll see how we go. We've got a good crew here. The Brains Trust, we're sorting it out. So
Tomorrow, grand final, obviously. Would you prefer to have the Leo Barry you star moment?
One last roll of the dice for the Eagles! Leo Barry, you star!
Or the Dom Sheed moment?
Sheed from the boundary. Needs to be inch perfect, the Eels!
I'd say the Leo Barry, just because I'm a key defender, so I don't think I'm going to find myself in the forward 50.
Yeah, but just imagine double 50, you go forward, you're about 35 out, straight in front, seconds are ticking down, 3 points down, needs to be a goal. Do you want the weight on your shoulders?
No, it's still probably around the mark, I reckon. That's
Give
his
me
only
Jingle
kick.
Bells. Jingle Bells will be against the old mob, Keegan Gray. He's going to kick 5 goals, 5.
Wow, that's actually a massive shout.
Yeah, potentially one out in the full.
Get in the shower with straight away.
Brock Aston.
Yeah, I'd
And
say
Hugh
Brock,
Beauty Dixon.
Brock and Zach Foot.
How good is this? Room to ourselves, and this little note from the team. Personalised note, dear Jackson, wishing us all the best for tomorrow. That is elite. Just hanging out with the 2 cutest guys at the Southport Sharks. Yep, they know it too. Speedy, how many times? When does the urge stop? Moly, this game's insane. Closey. Oh, no way. He's kicked it. They're up by a point with 3 minutes to go.
Hey chat, how are ya? You got what's the live questions? What's the live questions doing? I can see there's about 400,000 people watching right now. You're walking down an alley. You get 4 boys pressure. Like, they're angry, scary looking. Who are you calling?
Straight away, I go Dicko.
Yeah, Chook Malloy.
Yeah, Chook Malloy would. You'd give a bit. I'd nearly almost just take the Sexton brothers too. Sexton brothers would just pick them up like they're something from the country and throw them.
What about Will Darrington?
Nah, he'd probably get his head caved in.
It is now 10:15. I'm going to spend the next little bit just replying to a few good luck messages. We're going to chill out. We've sort of been for a couple walks this morning, had brekkie. Wasn't feeling too hungry, so I only had a couple bits of toast. I'll have a couple snacks very, very soon. The bus leaves at 12:40, so we've got 2.5 hours. I don't know if I want to try and have a nap. I did sleep a lot last night. Went to sleep about 9:30. I woke up at 2:22, like ready to go. I was sort of tossing and turning, and then got up, turned the air conditioner on, went back to sleep, and was sort of on and off since about 6:30. So let's just get some relaxation time in. All right, it is 12:15. Time to get ready for the game. I'm going to go trackies, a little bit fresh out there. One thing I do as well is I put my game day socks on when I put my full outfit on. I don't know, it's not really a superstition. It's just more for ease. Like, I don't understand why you'd need to change a pair of socks just from showering before the game to then getting to the oval. In the bag, we'll have a couple of pairs of socks. I got some footy shorts, protein bar, we got deodorant and hair wax, all that sort of stuff. Mouth guard, yes, mum, I've got my mouth guard and I will be wearing it. Obviously, a couple of pairs of football boots just in case anything happens. And then I'm also a little bit different because I've got a full camera bag worth of equipment as well. So I've got a little bit to take and it's all for you guys. So please subscribe to the channel.
Just want to thank all the fans for their support this year of Jackson Edwards and Southport. Thanks for tuning in and for the last vlogger of the season. We just thank you. Go Sharks and let's get the win and we'll see you in post-win celebrations. Shout out.
How do I feel? Hey, Chocky.
Just for you.
No, I don't think so. Yep, and then I've got this. Yeah, after.
Oh, Jacko!
It's from halfway.
That's insane. Holy shit, bro. I thought you had no.
Did you not get it?
No.
Oh.
You took a photo.
Oh. Where do you want it? It's a dream. Oh, best day of the week! Best day of the year! Right! I'll get it. Don't worry about it, mate. I'll get it. No way! Chuck that on your podcast!
Had to get him in early. Double switches today. Nice, Munnix.
Go, one more job, boys. One more job. One more effort.
45, feeling like a Mordecai. I ain't regular, feel like Jordan wearing 45. Traumatized, victimized, seen some of my dive. Knock you off a base with a bat when them niggas slide. Homicide, genocide, televised.
Damn, there was a really good feeling going into this match. The boys were up and about. We'd had a really good build up to this point. Obviously a little bit more travel than what Werribee have had, but the change room's really good. It's also interesting to see everyone's different preparation just leading up to the game. Like the bus just feels like a little bit of a different vibe. Everyone in the change room, some people were a little bit more quiet than usual. Some people were just a bit more mellow. It's very interesting. Personally, I just tried to stay as relaxed as possible and keep it as normal. Like obviously it's a grand final. It means a lot more. It's not just another game. I know everyone says that, but it's definitely not just another game. Like that was the most nervous I've been all year. And even like my stomach and digestion, like I barely ate on grand final day, which is sort of unlike me. Usually I'm pretty hungry, especially for a 3 o'clock game. Like I think I ate less than what I did for say an 11 o'clock game on this day, just purely because of the nerves and things like that. We're into our first quarter here now. We had a lot of chances, let's just say that, in the first quarter, and Werribee were able to kick a couple good goals that you would have just seen there. And then for me personally, I just only had a couple opportunities to get the ball, a couple handballs, and just didn't quite go the way that I wanted. That was a great smother there by Boyd, but yeah, potentially just panicked a little bit. The heat and the pressure was on. I just needed to take a little bit more time. And then here in the second quarter, this is where I started to work slowly into the game. It took a little bit though. This was probably about halfway through the quarter. The cameraman got a little bit lost here, but shout out to the cameraman for filming today's game. But yeah, it just took me a little bit to get going, and that's just the state of the game. Obviously it's contested in the first quarter and it doesn't sort of open up until the second, third, fourth quarter, where there's a little bit more free-flowing footy. But from a team perspective, we were very happy with our first half. We controlled the footy, we sort of settled into the game relatively early. We just weren't able to finish our work, which was quite frustrating because that happened exactly against Werribee. We kicked 1 goal 9 in our first quarter. Last time we played them, and this time we kick 1 goal 5. So there's a little bit of work to do on our accuracy there, because it can definitely hurt you later on in the game. I can't believe this one here. I don't know. I read the play perfectly. Like I knew what it was going to do. The ball pretty much sat up for me in my lap, and I don't know if I knew no one was around me. It just, whether it was the new balls, they're very thin and skinny. I'm not going to use that as an excuse, but yeah, I should have taken that cleanly, and then I missed the kick, but eventually we got it down there and scored. So going into half-time, I believe we were 2, potentially 3 goals up. This one I don't even want to look at. I just saw Hugh Dixon at the top of the goal square, and it's just come off the side of my foot. That's pretty much exactly where I wanted the ball to land, but obviously Louis Pinnock was standing right there, and yeah, I didn't quite connect with the ball. I probably could have had a shot in the end there as well, but was trying to do the team thing. It didn't work. But anyway, we move on. 13 points up at halftime, and we'll listen in to what everyone's saying around the ground.
It's a pretty close contest. Both teams are fumbling a lot, so I think Southport have had more of the ball.
Jackson turned it over.
Yes, a few times.
I did get that on camera. I got that.
Great. So hopefully a good second half, and we just see Southport
Guys,
get over.
I'm so sorry, but I just got pooped on. I felt it. I was like, something didn't feel right. Oh my lord.
Give me a wave.
Yeah, no, it's been tight, a few mistakes, but looking good for the second half. Who's best on so far? Oh, it's got to be Jackson Edmonds. Jacko?
All right, don't suck up. You got to be honest. You got to be honest.
I'd say probably Dork's been pretty solid.
Yeah.
Name? Who are we here with?
Paris, social media coordinator.
Social media queen.
Nice. Thoughts on the game so far?
Intense. My anxiety's through the roof and about to have a heart attack.
Guys, this was my heart rate.
Oh, there it is. 122.
Yeah. Before it started, I was like.
I just wanted to say as well, it's very interesting listening to what is being said, like over the fence and things like that. Like I copped a little bit around, even in the warm-up, like people were saying, oh, TikTok, all this sort of stuff, and just saying, get a kick 21, all things like that, which I understand during the game, and you'll do whatever you can to put opposition players off and things like that. But I mean, you're sitting over the fence for a reason. Like, unless you want to put yourself out there, go and play the actual game and perform on the biggest stage of your career, then I would keep my mouth quiet. Now, in this third term is when things really took a turn for the worse for us. Werribee, there was probably a bit of an arm wrestle for the first maybe 5 minutes, and then Werribee they flicked a switch and they put the Jets on. They really settled into this third quarter and played their brand of footy. And we unfortunately just had a bit of a mental lapse, concentration, and just couldn't control their momentum, and they started to pile the goals back on. You can see the scores are even there. And this one here as well, I got called to try and hit the kick inside, and I saw Goobs, our ruckman, there, so I thought I'd try and get it to him. The ball probably just went up a little bit too high than what I needed to, and they were able to chop it off. And yeah, I wasn't happy with that one. And personally, my disposals across the day, it was very 50-50, which the stats show as well, which was interesting to see. Like, I had some really good kicks, but then some really just average ones, which is frustrating. But yeah, you're going to see the onslaught that they had in that third term show on the scoreboard. And I don't know how that was a free kick against us. I thought that was holding the ball every day of the week. I wanted to yell, scream, and all the things, but I had to get back and transition in defense. And they continued their little bit of an onslaught here in the fourth term pretty early on. And we spoke about it 3/4 time as a team that we just got to go for it. We can't wait for this to happen. We got to make it happen ourselves, because we wanted to give ourselves the best shot of trying to get back into the game. So we're able to sort of stick with them here a little bit, and then maybe the last 5, 10, 15 minutes is where we started to work better, get the goals that we needed, and just work ourselves back into the game pretty late in this last quarter. This was a really important goal as well from our skipper, from a free kick. We needed to get the ball moving as quickly as possible because we didn't have any time. And I'm going to let you listen in to the commentary and watch the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Can't be long left. Southport just need to roll the dice from this stoppage. All get on the fly. Crosley tries to slap it into space. Young will be happy to hold it in. Here we go. Spencer pops a handball. Edwards gets a kick. Bouncing football. Lockhart will come at it. Will try to knock it free. He does. Handball to Heron. Henderson. Heron slipped away. Keeps it moving. It's still there. Jackson Edwards. High kick. Gray won't get back there. Cooper will. It'll pitch and go out of bounds. Head men on too. 20 metres around from their goal. Southport 1 kick away from tying the grand final. We've gone 31 minutes. Every Werribee player except 2 are inside their defensive 50 here. No space at all. No game, no lead. Makes your heart beat out of your chest like this. Heron's tackled. Must only be seconds left. What can they come up with at this stoppage? Conway back on against Crosley. Conway making sure he's tapping it towards the boundary, the defensive side for Werribee. There's a loose out in Spencer for the Sharks if this comes out. Banch. Oh, dangerous. Ricochet of hands. Edwards. Jepson. Garoni the tackle. Jepson the attempted kick. Brew the clearance. It's wide. It pitches. It stays in. McGuinness. One last chance. Buzzer! Oh. Wiley Buzzer got a really good look at that too. What a game. Got to get up and go again, Southport. 32 minutes gone. Crosley taps it into space. Hicks gets there first. Tries to clear the zone. High kick. And the Killer Bees are buzzing again. For the first time in 31 long years, Werribee are champions.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. the good times just begun.
Just well done to Luke Werribee, your best team all year. You showed it today, so congratulations. Celebrate hard. You deserve it.
Fresh as a daisy.
Fresh as a daisy. Some of us are.
One thing I know I'm looking forward to is having a little bit of time off to get to work on my JT visual stuff, as well as just my own individual training, get my body back into some good shape again, because obviously you lose that as the season goes on. The season's just a big focus on recovery and just trying to get up for games and things like that. And also just hoping to collab with a couple AFL, AFLW athletes over the next few months to show you some insight into what it's like at the top level. Obviously, I show you what it's like at a semi-pro level or state league level throughout the whole season, but I think it'd be really interesting to get some insight into what the top dogs are doing, and if you want to get there, what you have to do to be able to sustain that level. And just wanted to thank you for your support with the Game Day vlogs over the season. We didn't quite hit the numbers that I was hoping / expecting, but we're going to see what happens with the channel over the next 6 months or so, and then reassess whether we do them again next year. So if you do want to see them, drop some support down below, because without your support, it doesn't really mean anything. Enjoy these couple blooper clips. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about my goals for 2025 and a little bit of review of my season, the team season, and what we can do next year to take it to the next level.
Any other questions from the fans? Are you not live streaming?
Speedy, it's because we've flown out early and we're flying out earlier today. What? Give us a rundown of what your mornings look like.
Was it just the way we stand? We align all the time. Was it just a game of you? And I'm in so deep. You know I'm such a fool for you.